I got locked in this shop window and spent 8 days watching the same film 100 times in a row. But before the film crews, journalists, thousands of livestream viewers and hundreds of IRL visitors made sure I really did this thing, I had to think about Ryan Reynolds. See, I live in Wrexham in Wales, and when Ryan, along with Rob McElhenney, bought my local football club and made a Disney Plus series called Welcome to Wrexham, suddenly, people all around the world were watching my hometown. Throughout my whole life, I'd followed my local team through good, but mostly bad, so I wanted to find a way to express the strange feeling this new chapter gave me with performance art.
So I was basically thinking, while people around the world are watching Wrexham, I'll be in Wrexham watching Ryan Reynolds.
The idea was simple enough, but which Ryan Reynolds film would I choose? It had to be something so universally trashed that no one would believe I was willing to put myself through the torture of watching it and rewatching it 100 times. Something with such a terrible reputation that every time I said it, jaws would drop in disbelief. Luckily, I had the perfect answer. Reynolds' 2011 superhero super disappointment, Green Lantern. Now, of course, I'd need an SOS button, something to save me from this never-ending hell that would still ensure a happy ending.
Just DMing them my number.
If Rob or Ryan called me and told me I could stop at any point, I would. So would I be made to suffer through the torture of never-ending content, reflecting the new reality of Wrexham? Or would the heroes get in touch, stepping out of their bubble and giving me, a real resident, a real chance to ask the questions I've been poring over ever since I'd heard the news? And many years before. That's how WRyan WRing Me was born. So I stepped outside for the last time, enjoying my final breath of fresh air.
Look at this bin. What a beautiful bin.
Choosing my final song to listen to.
I'm gonna go for Can't Kick Up the Roots by Neck Deep. Right.
And then dove straight in.
First of all, what have I done? But second of all, it's not that bad. I actually thought it was good.
First viewing complete. 0-1.
Now maybe I enjoyed the film those first few viewings because I was going mad, or it could be because I was completely exhausted from getting the room ready the last 2 weeks. Transforming an empty shop into a living room studio fit for a performance art marathon was no mean feat, and we smashed it. From painting to laying carpets, bringing in a sofa, convincing Currys to let us borrow a TV, and then rigging a multicam live stream. There's a good chance I was just happy to finally be sat down. Painting the gold plinth, creating a fake wall from Green Lantern comics, adding in all the props, including this extremely rare Green Lantern #1.
That is valuable.
Then putting up our own giant artwork, featuring this original comic strip we created in collaboration with another artist, portraying the dream scenario for the project. And installing my porta potty.
So just to confirm, you can't see me when I'm sitting here, can you? I would be quite heavily exposed if somebody could see this.
12 more hours of Green Lantern later, and I was totally finished at the end of day one.
I really just need to go to sleep.
My final task was to prep my security team to look after me overnight, as I decided to continue looping the film throughout.
We had plenty of people banging it, shouting things about Ryan Reynolds. Just as long as nobody starts actually threatening or smashing that window, then we're good. Yeah.
Who knew that sleeping in front of a large window in City Centre surrounded by expensive equipment could be a potential hazard? I mean, somebody could break in and turn the TV off. That would ruin the performance.
My morning routine is basically going to be get the bed cleared away, get changed so I don't feel like I want to jump back in and fall asleep, finish the video, then worry about starting the day.
And with the first day's highlights video safely uploaded to YouTube, I got on with watching Green Lantern a hell of a lot. That was until I had my first international visitor.
Hi, Moody Marty from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Back in Wrexham visiting for the first time in 44 years, and it's Green Lantern all the time.
It is Green Lantern all the time.
Then I learned to land the 360 flip on my skateboard.
Have it!
And had a visit from my local radio station.
With a shirt like that, it deserves to be seen. I mean, look at this get-up.
Incredible.
What do you think of the word get-up? I like it.
Plus, a little bit more messing about.
Okay. You can buy this bed. Do you think it's increased in value or decreased in value?
A quarter of the way through on day 3, I was hitting it hard, restocking our leaflets and DMing people close to Rob and Ryan to try and get a lead.
All right, Paul, I'm a big fan.
And that was when I had a major breakthrough, when the Welcome to Wrexham Disney Plus dot crew showed up to take some shots of me in the space.
Starting to film season 2, so they're popping in to say hello.
How could this not be a good sign? Surely if Ryan Reynolds' TV show was filming me, he had to have had a heads up. But my elation did not last long, as unfortunately I went straight into my first double disaster.
James is here, witnessing me melting down slightly, but it's okay. We have a leak on the toilet, And not only that do we have a leak in the toilet, but we also have the live stream feed down because the internal workings of the Black Magic Atom froze. The biggest problem here is definitely the toilet leaking. I'm just very scared that it could leak more.
Hold it in. The toilet has been transported to a better place.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I shall be peeing in a bottle. Ops on Green Lantern. Ciao.
Bit of excitement to end day 3.
I'm proud of this.
And the excitement continued as I made it into the local newspaper
That's what we wanted to see.
and received a delivery of custom 73-degree films cupcakes.
I just absolutely ruined that.
Midway through and the community were rallying around me with treats, clothes and food, including
Fish and chips.
a fan favourite since I'd amassed millions of views reviewing every chippy in Wrexham County.
Started out with a fish, I did it end up with chips, it was only a fish. Now it's fish and chips.
And as I finished that huge fish, something else huge happened.
Okay, I need to show you something right now, everybody. Look at that. That is a call from a US number from California. It rang for not very long and immediately went to voicemail, and so it seems like they kind of intentionally left a voicemail, so we're about to listen to this.
Here are your new messages. Yeah, Rob, it's now my room now. It takes 14 minutes to cook the chicken in the oven. So can you
It's not the one I thought it was.
as quick as you can to see what kind you want to eat?
That's my nan.
I tried again.
Saved messages.
Hi, this is Phil Roberts. This is Victoria from Zachary. I'm reaching out to see if you're ever able to contact QNOT.
It was the cloud backup company we use calling me back about a problem we had. That was a voicemail from a California number. I really thought that was going to have a connection. Bro.
And with that crushing disappointment, the challenge was starting to take its toll.
When people walk past now, they're not thinking like, oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, it's quite fun. They're thinking, 50? Is he okay?
I wasn't, but I reflected on what I'd learned from Green Lantern. Hal Jordan, the man behind the mask, was ambitious, but reckless. The twist, his superpower is his willpower. His journey, learning to channel it in the right direction. When I was a children's season ticket holder for Wrexham, watching us get relegated to non-league, could I have possibly imagined that one day we'd have Hollywood owners and a global audience? Probably not. But with our renewed ambition comes real responsibility. And as I've grown up, deeply connected to this place I call home, I wanted a chance to speak to the people we were putting so much faith in now. As we morph into a TV backdrop with vox pops next to empty shops, I want to know that ambition is being channeled in the right direction. I want an honest moment with Rob and Ryan. Away from the cameras and executive boxes, I want to know, what does it really mean to them? With my own ambition renewed, I welcomed a prestigious guest.
Good morning. Hello. Wow, look at that.
The mayor of the city.
What is it like being mayor of Wrexham?
It's absolutely fantastic, to be quite honest with you. It's very humble, it's very enjoyable, and in some cases, very emotional. I'm just an ordinary person. I'm just Brian.
Excellent.
Not a problem.
Oh, great.
I'm glad I've come now. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
On the way out, the mayor slipped a £5 into my hand. I promised to give it to a local charity.
Well, yeah, we're going to send this to Nightingale House.
With my energy back, I powered through some exercise.
Hench now.
Discussed the history of Green Lantern with superfan Mike.
That is my issue 1 of the second volume from 1960.
And let some kids cut my hair.
Okay, that seems like a good amount, that doesn't it? I'll let you cut.
So
I'll let you cut that bit off. Yeah, do it. Brilliant. That's gone now.
But for all the highs, there were also plenty of lows, and as I made my way towards viewing 60, I crashed out and recharged.
Welcome to Wrexham documentary crew. Are back in to get some additional shots today.
Project was clearly gaining momentum, including at the very top of local politics, as I was paid a visit by the head of Wrexham Council.
Are you a film lover?
Oh yes, I love films, I love cinema. My favourite film, probably, there's a few.
Damn, footage corrupted. Well, I'm pretty sure he said Green Lantern, just in case you were wondering.
I thought it'd be funny if I was wearing a suit.
And with Ryan Reynolds doc crew rocking and rolling, I powered into the 70s in style.
And just like that, this is screening 73. 73-degree films, 73 screenings of Green Lantern.
Come on now, that's some effort. If you've made it this far into the video, show 73-degree films some love and subscribe. Thank you very much.
It is day 7 of watching Ryan Reynolds.
I'll admit it, by the 7th straight day of having no entertainment except Ryan Reynolds' magnum opus, I was starting to lose it a little, and it was raining.
It's quite pretty, actually.
Thankfully, a visit from one of North Wales' top models and member of our official guest list, Ala Haf, was enough to cheer me up.
100th time, the last time you watch it, you got a phone call.
Inspired, I contacted a local hairdresser. If that call was coming on viewing 100, I needed to look smart.
Because God knows, it's been like 3 months since I had a haircut.
Unfortunately, we had to navigate some extremely rude people at the window.
Okay. That man did not like this project.
I may have been shocked, but I was unquestionably smarter and getting ready for those final 10 viewings.
My current calculation lands us finishing screening 100 between 4:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. And that's not great, because when am I going to sleep?
If there is a possibility of them calling on the last screening, I'm obviously going to have to stay up for that, stay awake, and stay as dialed as possible.
So, speaking of dialed, I kicked off my final day by DMing Rob and Ryan my phone number one last time. Then I finished my tidying up, tucked into my last supper, checked FaceTime was working, and watched Green Lantern a whole bunch more.
Yet again, a Hoover that kind of sucks, man. Oh, that was a pun, but I didn't mean to make it.
As viewing 100 approached in the dead of night, I rearranged the room, placing the phone front and center, ready for a call, the final moment.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Over the last 8 days, I broadcast my entire life to over 11,000 people online, plus hundreds of IRL visitors, all hoping for a Hollywood ending. But would we get one? As the clock approached 7 a.m. and I approached the final moments of the final viewing, I held in my heart the same question I'd had since I was that 13-year-old boy watching Wrexham get relegated that miserable day, feeling just how much it meant to my town. I was ready to ask it to those in charge now. But I didn't get the chance.
They didn't call.
Performance art piece about the never-ending nature of consuming and producing content. What did I expect? It to just end with a phone call? That would be too easy. So after 194 hours, I had more questions than ever, and no one to ask them to. Is Wrexham becoming a Disney backdrop, a US commodity chopped up and sold to the highest corporate sponsor, and does it matter? Probably not if we keep winning. It's a weird moment to exist here. I wanted to do something weird in response.
Thank you very much for joining, everybody, and hopefully I will see you in real life very soon. Ciao, ciao.